introducing the agentic dot market. So this is the article about the marketplace, the home for agentic economy in the x402 ecosystem as a whole. And we'll go to the too long didn't read here. So agentic dot market, this is a website, a marketplace, is a public marketplace for discovering, comparing, and integrating x402 services featuring live pricing, volume data, top list, integration guides for thousands of services, all without API keys, accounts, or logins, built for humans and agents. That is the big unlock. That's the big unlock. As a human, you can use it, and as an agent, you can use it. And this list of services on there is obviously growing. It's live right now. It's been facilitated. It's been pushed. Maybe your favorite blockchain is participating. Maybe not. Now let's get to the marketplace. This is what y'all really want to see. Let me get to it right here. So this is agentic.market. That's the official website. And then you can see just basically payments moving across, right? 1 day total payment volume is 25 million. Excuse me, what's that? 25,000? They are done over 100 million in volume. Here we go. Payment volume, 49 million. 2.5 million transactions. You got buyers versus sellers here. So this is today. Oh, the last 30 days. Okay. 5,000 unique sellers. Those are machines or companies or people offering services, distinct services, accepting x402 payments. Then you have 119. So if y'all notice, the supply and demand here is outrageous, astronomical, right? Unique sellers. You got 5,856 sellers selling to 119,000 buyers. There's way more buyers than sellers. The advantage here goes to the seller. Definitely goes to the seller. And then we have services leaderboard. So you got Exa, which is a search, AI-powered web search content retrieval. Interesting. This is for the last 30 days. You got Claude models, obviously Anthropic. Banker on there, which is in the base ecosystem for infrastructure. Banker is a beast. And then you have TripAdvisor. So people are accessing location data, traveler photos, reviews. So essentially, you're going to be like, buy me a trip. And then your bot is going to go out there and do the research for you, book your whole flight, hotel, make your itinerary. That's what's happening. In the graph, remember the graph? I used to talk about the graph all the time. But this is an indexing protocol for querying blockchain data with subgraphs. So data, everything's data here. ChatGPT, y'all know what that is. DeepGram, speech to text, text to speech, audio intelligence, API, transcribe, synthesize, and analyze audio and video at scale. So, and then the list goes on. CoinMarketCap, y'all know about CoinMarketCap. Go call for data. Alchemy. This is a agentic gateway, blockchain development platform. Then you have Parallel, AI-powered financial analysis and research. So they have the network, they have the price, which is on base. A lot of this is on base, if you notice, right? Let's go back to Parallel. So you got the endpoint here, and this is when it gets a little bit more technical, but you can try it out. Prerequisites, install the agentic skills, so your agent can have the skills to go do this. Fund the wallet. It starts your wallet starts empty. You got to add USDC to it, probably the native tokens of Ethereum or something, and then you can call the service, and that's it. You don't have to log in or anything. And as we go in, y'all, I want to give you a pause real quick and let y'all know that the YouTube channel memberships have dropped. We are live for memberships. So if you want to join this channel, we'll be having we have two tiers here, yield watchers, right? So the yield watchers are the people who want to kind of be light. They want to make sure they get the thing going. So you got loyalty badges, you got some custom emojis. I got a newsletter also is coming. Y'all gonna get the information first. Then you get access to new videos early. But the real gem here is in Yield Insiders. You become a Yield Insider for the Passive Income Network membership, right? And as a Yield Insider, you get all that from the tier 1, which is from Yield Watchers. And then for $10.99, you get member-only polls, which means I am going to be making exclusive content strictly for this, for the Yield Insiders. You get polls and weekly community posts where I give you quick takes and analysis on where I'm yield farming and what I think is fire to and where the opportunity is, right? So as we talk about these agentic commerce, I'm currently building using AI to build out an AI agent that does things for me. So this will be the type of situation where I put a poll out and say, hey, I'm going to talk about Ondo. Let's talk about x402. Do you want me to talk about how I'm building the agent? This type of video goes strictly to the members. Okay, that's where the alpha at. That's where the gems at. And we got members only live streams where, again, we'll have this type of live stream, but privately, so you can really get your questions answered. So that's what I got for y'all. Make sure y'all sign up for the Yield Insiders or the Yield Watchers. Join this channel's membership. Now let's get back to what we were talking about here. Now that we got that token covered, link is in the description of this video. So back to the marketplace, right? So these are the top platforms right now. And this is just getting started. Truly just getting started. So we go to the About page. Monitor the agentic economy powered by x402. Agentic Marketplace is the home for tracking adoption of agentic commerce, discovering services to buy for your agent, and selling services to others. Y'all, ever since COVID, technology has transformed in ways we did not expect. AI is here now. This is only going to get bigger. So again, let me know if y'all got questions. You want to go even deeper, always leave me a message. The YouTube membership is live. We can go in even deeper with this format. Become a Yield Watcher, become a Yield Insider. That's what I got. Now let's get to this next part here. So this is some of the documentation. If you want to learn more about it yourself, read about it. This is where you find it. Look at the documentation, y'all. That's all I got to say for you. Look at the documentation. And then you go to the Bazaar discovery. This is the discovery layer. Look at the documentation. Join the membership. We'll go deeper in on both of these documentations. I'll break it down and explain it. Okay. Now, let's get to Algorand. This is the big part. Algorand has just integrated this. This was one of the big announcements. You got Google talking about them. The SEC mentioned and talks about Algorand being a commodity. Google's talking about its security, its quantum. Coinbase is talking about it, and Algorand's partnering with them. What is x402? We already talked about that, and then why Algorand? So right now, 95% of the transactions are happening on Base. The next blockchain that is really trying to make some waves is obviously this one. Low transaction fees, okay. Predictable performance, does not go down, no congestion. Algorand composability and smart contracts. That's a big unlock there. On x402, operational logic provides an advantage for agentic commerce by enabling programmable pricing, authorization, and usage rules. So you can program it on the next level, even more than Base, from my understanding here. Then you have instant and deterministic finality, supports real HTTP request flows without confirmation delays. Some blockchains, you got to do confirmations. A cheap and fast transaction is not the same as a cheap, fast, finalized transaction. You got to think about that. And then stablecoin support, obviously, USDC 1 here, Circle 1, Tether not participating, zero downtime, and native atomic Transaction grouping, which allows payments, authorization, usage, logic to settle together without intermediate states. So a lot of times too, when I'm on base, you have to click multiple transactions, like sign to approve, sign to receive, sign to send. And on Algorand, it's just one thing, which makes sense. So what they're talking about here is the micropayments. That's like having a service that's for like a half a cent. But if you got thousands of those, a million of those in volume, you eating. Agentic payments, that's what we've been talking about. Pay per API call, machine to machine, high velocity payments, automated, pay as you go, subscriptions. We can go a lot deeper into all of this. That's the overview and just why Algorand's in a position of killing this type of marketplace.
Passive income, gold in my dental. Thank God for my mental. Investor fundamentals. Told my girl it was simple.